Welcome to the Shack. I'm Rick. Thank you for tuning in. Today we're going to be doing a tool review, but it's actually on a tool that I've not had any experience with before. I've never had this brand in my shop. This is something completely new, so this is the very first experience for Ridgid. Yes, Ridgid. Ridgid was kind of, to me, just an entry-level type tool, but don't know, things are changing, you know, everything changes. That's why you have to be innovative, you have to be open for change, because life is nothing but change, nothing stays the same. So I'm going to be interested in seeing just how this performs and how it's going to do over long term. Brushless technology, that's the new thing now. Supposed to get out more battery life with your tool. Being brushless, you don't have that wear inside there, so it's supposed to be much better motor wise. This particular one actually has a hydraulic impact mechanism instead of the normal mechanical. This is hydraulic. Even versus Makita, they have a little bit of loss in the torque value due to the hydraulic. So I don't know if maybe they found something different to compensate for that. Until we get in more info, I have no idea what torques are on this. I just know all the other specs. Kind of like the overview. That's it. New stuff. First time ever with a Ridgid. It's right here in the box. Have me open it. Haven't unpacked it. Any further ado, let's get to the review. There you have it. Well, let's unpack it and check it out. This is the impact driver kit model R86036K. Kit comes complete with the impact driver, 2 batteries, battery charger, belt clip, soft case, information and operation manual for the tool, the charger, and information on the batteries, plus extra information as far as Ridgid's lifetime warranty for your tools. And I will tell you, if you get this as a gift, try to see if you can get the sales receipt, because in order to get Ridgid's lifetime tool warranty, you need the code off the receipt. Without that, you don't get it. So this is the complete kit with everything out of the box. When you first take it out of the packaging, you just kind of look it over, get a feel for it, look at it. Not a bad looking tool. Weight wise, it's about average. Nothing real significant. Not a whole lot lighter or heavier than the rest. Pretty comparable. One thing that stands out is the variable speed selection. High, medium, low. That's a nice touch. You don't get that with a lot of the other brands. You have the 3 LEDs, 1, 2, 3, which is a huge plus compared to the other ones that may have 1. That will really illuminate your work surface much better than a single. Forward and reverse selectors, back and forth. You have an area on either side, left or right, to mount your belt hook, which is nice. I'm glad it came with a belt hook. I am huge on belt hooks. I love them. For what I do, I'm always hanging my tool on my belt. This actually has an integrated bit clip. You can hold your bit there. That's a big plus. I have other ones that didn't even come with it. I had to buy them aftermarket, so I like that. I'm very impressed with that. The chuck here is a single-handed operation chuck. So one hand, put it in, snap it, done. Not coming out. It's spring loaded, so if you're holding something you need to make a quick change for some reason, you can all do it with just one hand. Shoots it right out. And I have it up this way just to show you that that spring is powerful enough to shoot it out. So that's cool. That is very good. I love that part. There's a lot of features I like about it. The little switch here. This is my only concern. You can turn the LED lights on with a touch of the finger right here, or with the touch of your finger on the trigger. Me gripping this or grabbing it off my boat loop, I already see me hitting this too many times and turning them lights on more than I really need them on, and I know that the LED does not drain the battery that much at all. Very low. Just the fact that it's always getting turned on is my only concern. Any con I have so far, that's the only con. I'm not too sure about this little switch here to turn the lights on. So the batteries. Here's the battery. Ridgid 18 volt, 20 amp hour high capacity, hyper lithium icon battery. One thing that really impresses me is the fact that I can check the charge of my battery during my work. One thing you don't want to do is to be someplace like stuck up on a ladder or in a weird position and all of a sudden your tool goes dead because you don't know how much charge your battery had left. This, hit the little button, boom, tells you right there. Total of 4 bars, comes from the factory, half charge. So comes from the factory, half charge. Hit it, you got a half a charge. So if I'm up on the roof or I'm doing something and I can hit that and I'm down to 1 bar, I'm gonna go and change this out and put this on the charge and get the other one so I can continue to work, and I don't have to worry about halfway through putting in a screw or lag bolt or something and the tool goes dead. That is another big plus. Charge indicator on the battery. You have to have both fingers. If you see, one side, one goes down, this side, so you had to push both in to release the battery. Not a big deal, but it would be nice if it was one side or the other lifting it down. But I can deal with that. It's not a big inconvenience to me. I just like versatility. So that's okay. Nothing wrong with the battery. Big plus, battery charge indicator. That's huge in my book. Not a bad looking tool with the battery in it. So now we'll set this to 1. Now see, I didn't even turn it on and the lights are on, just grabbing the handle. That's why I said I think that was an unnecessary additive. I don't need that. So you hit the trigger, your lights are on. Or every time you grab the tool, your light's going to come on with that. So I don't know. Light stays on for 10 seconds. I would prefer 15 to 20. I just like it on a little bit longer. So set at 1. That's quiet. It's still variable speed trigger, but the highest you can get out of this setting is that. You can start slow fast as you can get it. So number 2, a little bit faster, which would probably be good for general use. 3, I think full impacting I would use for lag bolts and screws. Long 4-inch screws, big ones, so we'll do number 3 setting now, high. Brushless, that is a very, very smooth stop. And it's actually pretty quiet. I like that a lot. That's not bad. That is a good sounding tool. Not a lot torque when it first takes off, and it's not really clanky or nothing when it stops. I like that. So there are 5 things I really like about this right off the bat, this tool. The coupler here, the quick disconnect, spring loaded, so one-handed, done. Shoots that bit right out, change it up with something else. I'll do it about one-handed. Number 2 is I like the, let me hit my switch, there you go. The 3 LED lights. Illuminates that work surface really, really sufficiently. Number 3, I like the power settings of high, medium, and low. Some added benefit. 4, I like the fact that it has a bit holder already integrated into the tool itself. Makes it nice. Put that there so I don't lose it. And the 5th thing I like is the fact that it has a battery charge indicator. Now the battery charger, look up here. When the green light's blinking, it means it's charging. Green light solid means it's full. Red light flashing means it's evacing. It's draining the battery to charge it. If the red light stays solid, you got a problem. You got to defect the battery. So we'll slide this thing on. Flip it in. There it goes. It's charging. And you can see in the back indicating it's charging 3rd level, 4th level will be fully charged. So let's let that charge and we'll come back and we'll do some demonstrations. Okay, I give it a couple hours. It's solid green, fully charged. On this, you just pull it in and push it tight. You don't have to squeeze the sides, you just slide it out. Click it on, there you go, fully charged. Now the first one I'm going to do, we're not going to do screws. We know it's going to put in the screw. I'm curious how it's going to do under heavy stress. First one we're going to put in the little 1/4 inch, 4.5 inch long lag bolt. We'll see how that does. But when I turn the light on, look how much this thing lights up there. That's how it illuminates your work area. And that's nice. That's what 3 LED lights do for you. So let's just see how this does. There it goes. Now it's in ready. So let's see how it does. That's quiet. Very quiet. Shove that 1/4 inch lag bolt 4.5 inches long in there with no problem. Let's get a bigger one and see what it does. Let's see how quiet that was. That is quiet. So out with that, in with this. And these are not pre-drilled. Maybe it's too big. I don't know if I'll be able to get this thing in there or not. There it goes. Alright, let's see how this 3/8. I think that's a 4.5 inch also. Let's see how this does with that one. No pre-drilled holes. Ready? Slowing down, but it took it in there. No pre-drill, nothing. That was really good. And it's quiet though. Very quiet. No problem. Whew, that's hot. Pretty impressed. I think the real test is going to be over a little bit of time. See how good that really does. So as always, thank you for watching, and I appreciate it taking the time to view any of the videos. I hope I gave you a little more information, maybe help you make a decision if you're looking for something like this. It's kind of new, but longevity will definitely prove the product. So again, if you don't know if you want a brushless, if the noise is not a big concern, you maybe want something a little bit cheaper. Again, check my description below, and I'll have a link as I'm talking to my friend over at the Toolbox, Steve. He's got a review on the Ridgid impact driver mechanical, and this is the brushless. So $100 cheaper, and may make enough for you to switch your decision. So thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it. Be blessed. Get out there, take back your shack, grab a tool, and let's build something. I got a couple projects coming up, so subscribe, like, stay tuned, follow me on Twitter. I'll let you know when something else comes up.